Right. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Two Guys Talk Cleveland Sports. I'm Tim Shire.
I'm Joe Schneider, and bear with us. We may be having some technical issues tonight.
Joey? You there, Joey?
Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we are. I'm not sure why or what's going on, but hopefully we can get through the show.
Can you not hear?
A lot to talk about tonight.
Can you hear me now?
What gets me mad about this is I'm going to tag this too on Twitter. What gets me mad is I switched internets last year. Oh, your internet will be so much better. You won't have any problems with it buffering during your podcast. Yeah, thanks, AT and fucking T.
Didn't you get fiber optic?
It seems like it's been worse since I switched. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I'd like to know why this is happening. But that's neither here or there. So let's get going here. This show is brought to you by CT Roofing and Power Wash, the official roofer of the Lake County Sentinel. They can help you file an insurance claim for siding and roofing. Call them at 440-278-0506. My hand just froze up. I guess it's acting like the computer screen. So, we're going to talk about the Cavs, Guardians, and the Browns. But we'll be honest with you. We normally talk about each for 20 minutes. That's not going to happen tonight. Joey messaged me last night and wanted to talk about the Browns the least tonight, and I rejected it. I tell Joey was not real happy about that. I didn't get a response.
I was more shocked than anything because we all know that you're not above cutting the Browns a little short.
Yeah.
But realistically, we have a lot going on with the Guardians. We got a lot with the Cavs, and there's not a lot going on with the Browns. I mean,
there's not a lot.
Every other show's filling up 3 hours full of draft talk, and
it makes no sense
that you could fit five minutes in, but you still wanted to give them equal time. So I was a little surprised.
I did. I've always said I'm different than the other media people in Cleveland. Of course, they don't like me because I am different and I call out the truth. But so let's hope that I keep looking down at that damn internet signal on the computer. Oh, gosh. Not that I'm a person that worries about anything, Joey.
Oh, no, never.
You know that. Never worry about anything. So, but, let's get to some really good news. To start, it's basketball related, but we will not take any of the Cavs' time for this. We'll take some of the Browns' time for this tonight, since we're not going to talk about them a lot. One time in 52 weeks. I'm pretty sure they'll survive. But we've got great news. The WNBA and the owners came to an agreement with the players on a collective bargaining agreement that runs through 2032. Kathy Engelhart, the commissioner, said last week that when the agreement was finalized, it would be historic. We reported that here on the show, and she was not lying. I've looked over the terms of the contract, and for a person who covered the league at the beginning, looking at the contract, it is absolutely historic. For somebody like you, Joey, who has daughters, for me, who has 2 granddaughters, it is beautiful.
Yeah, and I keep telling my daughter to grow. You know what?
She could have played if she was short when I covered them, because there was a lot of those girls were shorter than me.
I know. And the crazy thing is, and you've seen, you've met my oldest daughter. Mm-hmm. She's probably grown another 4 inches since you've seen her. She's in 7th grade and she's almost 5'8".
Last time I saw her was at the North-South game, and I believe she was taller than me already, Joey.
She's almost 5'8".
Oh, she's taller than me. I think I'm shrunk to 5'7".
Yeah, she's almost. I was like, you got a little bit more. Maybe you might hit that 6'1". So let's get
Not
there.
Yeah. 6'1" in the WNBA is a small forward / power forward.
That's, I think. Well, 6'1". I think you could go between 1 to 3.
Or it could even be a shooting guard. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, a player I like that was hurt her knee from USC, Juju Watkins.
Yeah, she's still out, huh?
Yeah, she's 6'2", and she'll probably play the 2 or the 3 in the WNBA. So
I guess she's a really good teammate. They were talking about it prior to this game tonight about how she's really, stayed connected with the team. And I saw her. Excuse me, I'm getting all choked up.
Talking about Juju Watkins.
Memories of my years covering the WNBA. But no, like they showed her coaching like a player during a timeout. And those players are invaluable, especially the really good players. Oh, yeah. They really are. Like that's like we have on our baseball team in Wycliffe. Our senior leader, Frankie Bukar, that's what he does. Like he coaches the other kids up. You know what I mean? And they respect him. And that's huge.
Doing that going into college is a big deal because it gives you that invaluable experience. But then also doing it from college and then going pro, and unless something is seriously wrong with her knee, Juju Watkins is going to be the number 1 pick. But she's getting she's
probably
an amazing amount of experience. Coach, helping.
What your daughter's in 7th grade?
She is in 7th.
So 5 years. 5 years. She'll graduate in. What year she graduate, Joey?
I think I'll be
8th grade, 9th grade in 2 years.
31.
Okay, 31. So let's say 33.
Are we going to say 33? There's no way she's graduating.
No,
at 33.
no. For what I'm going to say.
Okay, all right.
Kathy Engelhardt.
Mm-hmm.
With the 9th pick in the WNBA draft. Is it Sophie or Sophia? Sophia. Sophia Schneider.
She would graduate from college in 35.
Well, she come out early. She's good.
You can't come out early. You got to do all 4 years, don't you?
Yeah, you can. No, you can come out early.
Oh, I didn't. I thought
Watkins is only a sophomore.
Yeah, but she can't come. You can't come out unless you're a senior.
No, you can come out. You can. You can come out early.
We're gonna find
changed
it.
Did they? I think they were talking about it yesterday. Maybe not though. Okay, so 2035. Shit, whatever. Joey. I tried to make it like it was a great moment.
If she calls her name, I don't care what pick it is. My daughter, I think, has only seen me cry one time. It's when
I'll cry if they
when our last dog died. But she will see tears streaming down.
I'm already preparing myself for. There's a kid that played at Wycliffe, and he's a great Division III ball player. He's a senior at Teal, and he is going to probably play his 5th season next year, and hopefully go play at a Division I school. I feel like he could get drafted. His name's Calvin Kukowski. Okay. I'm already preparing myself to cry like a baby if Calvin gets drafted. Because Calvin is like the easiest player ever to coach and loves baseball and is a great human being and was a great teammate. And I coached him 2 years in the summer and I did not ruin him. So, yeah. So
shockingly.
Oh, I know. I used to tell Wycliffe, head baseball coach Phil Mata every year in the fall when I saw him because he used to run the scoreboard for football games. I used to say, we had a pretty good summer, Phil. I did not ruin Calvin. He's still really good. But I did leave him in a game too long.
It's good. It's good to have
looking over. Yeah,
it's good to have that kind of relationship with the players, though.
Oh, but, yeah, you gotta look. You gotta like your players, and your players have to like you too. They have to like you. Sometimes they don't like you, but
they don't have to. I don't believe they have to like you, because there were coaches I didn't, but I respected the hell out of everyone.
Yeah,
and that was and just to get back to the WNBA.
Yes, I've got the salary cap.
College women generally cannot leave for the WNBA early. To be eligible for the WNBA, to be eligible for the WNBA draft, players must turn 22 during the year of the draft, have graduated, or be within 3 months of graduating from the 4-year college.
All right. Okay, I was wrong. So 2035. So you got a while to prepare for crying.
Yeah.
9 years. 9 years. But you don't need, you'll cry before that, Joey, because when she plays her last game in high school, when she graduates from high school,
I'm not,
it's brutal, Joey.
I want to say that I will, but I'm not much of a crier. Joey, I got to be honest.
You might not be, but it's brutal. It's so those last things in high school, it's just tough, But so let's get back to the Women's National Basketball Association. The minimum salary is going to be $270,000 for rookies. The veteran minimum is $300,000, and that could be anywhere from $270 to $300 depending on years of service. Top salary can be $1.4 million. Caitlin Clark should just sign it now.
Pretty much.
Several others. Playoff salary per player for the team that wins the championship is going to be $60,000 a year, or $60,000 per player for whichever team wins the championship. Salary cap is $7 million per team, and by the end of it, it will be up to $10 million by 2032. Like I said, I'm really happy for these women.
Wait, so the max is $3 million a year. I'm sorry, $2.4 million a year, you said?
$1.4 million.
Oh, $1.4 million. Okay.
You know what this does? You know what this really does? And I think this really came about that they needed to pay them what they deserved. When this really came about was when Brittany Griner got basically kidnapped by the Russians.
Yeah.
What this does, Joey, they don't have to go and play in Europe anymore because they're enough here.
Well, they could still play in the other league, though, too.
They could. Well, no, that's true. But what I'm saying is they're not going to have to go overseas to make it anymore.
Right.
They paid more than the WNBA over there. I bet they don't now. Oh, I'll bet those other leagues, the league in Russia, and the other European leagues, I'll bet they're not very happy with this agreement because the stars are going to stay here now and actually have an off season, and not go over there and play, so that's a really good thing. It seemed like almost every woman that played on the Rockers went overseas. And
they had to.
And this is why, Joey. The minimum salary back in 1997, and I don't know if it increased into 2003. It might have. The minimum salary was $12,000 a year.
Yeah, that's to see where it was then to where it is now is unbelievable.
Here is a good example. The average worker at McDonald's who works 40 hours a week will make $36,000 a year. 3 times what this skilled athlete was making. That's just, it wasn't right.
You're right, but look at how far the NBA has come from the very first WNBA game to Caitlin Clark. I mean, it's not even the same.
The maximum
it's not even
salary,
the same sport.
The maximum salary back then for the superstars, Rebecca Lobo, Cheryl Swoops,
Lisa
Leslie.
Yeah,
she didn't like it when I stepped on her foot.
Did she noticed?
Oh yeah, I stepped square on it. She didn't have shoes on.
Wasn't she like 6'6" or something?
And I had shoes on. I think she was 6'5".
I know she dunked.
No, she was big though. She wasn't exactly pleasant either. But the maximum salary back then was $75,000 a year.
The minimum, almost the minimum now. No, way
the
less.
The minimum now is almost 4 times.
Yeah.
Well, 4 times. The veteran minimum is 4 times that.
You know, here's
so much better.
Here's two last things I want to say is, one, that kind of sucks for the players that have already signed. You know, like Caitlin Clark's stuck in her contract for another.
Yeah, well, I don't know. There might be something in there that it changed.
That's what I'm curious about. If it's going to change,
there probably is.
And number
I would
two,
have to think there is.
And number two,
why wouldn't she hold out?
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean.
And number two is, I cannot wait for Cleveland to. Yeah, I'm really hoping we're going to learn the name of the team this year. Yeah,
I'm not sure when. I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything. So now they'll do it tomorrow or something. Because, But I think they're going to have to, the people that have signed contracts, they've got to be null and void, or they have to be like prorated, to the amount.
That's
because
what I
think about
think
this.
That was what happened.
Speaking of like a place like McDonald's, people are making a certain amount of money and the minimum wage goes up. They give those people raises.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they would, I can't see that. What good is it if somebody who signed a 3-year contract is still going to get paid shitty? You know what I mean?
That'd be
this isn't Major League Baseball where they're getting way, way too much money.
That'd be a hell of a deal for Indiana, or if they're paying Caitlin Clark $70,000 and they could go, spend millions more on some superstars.
Think about that. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. Some way New York will get around the salary cap. They will get around it. No, they will. And the commissioner loves them. Joey, did you ever hear the story when they won the championship to Liberty? Finally. After like 26 years, she was wearing a dress with New York landmarks on it. Like
when Cleveland wins,
obviously doesn't have like consultants.
When Cleveland wins, she better be wearing a Tower City dress.
Yeah, like did she not have any people like consulting her that could have said, that might not be the best choice? She got a lot of flack for that. She did.
Well, speaking of basketball in Cleveland, should we move on to the Cavs?
Well, we've spent 20 minutes on the WNBA. How about that?
Yeah, I know.
I like that.
Getting us going on any sports.
The most I've talked about the WNBA and probably
and I've wanted to. I love
you did, and we didn't. And so what we're going to do now, since we talked about the WNBA for 20 minutes, guess who we're not going to talk about tonight?
The Browns.
The Browns. We will not. We won't. There's no. Maybe you can mention a couple things at the end if you have anything.
You want to give me 2 minutes?
Let's move on.
You want to give me 2 minutes? I can knock
20-minute mark.
Well, you want to give me 2 minutes? I can knock it out right now.
Let's save it to the end. The end. because we're getting to the 20-minute mark, and then because it's easier for me to keep track, because I'm kind of simple-minded, Joey, and there we go. We're at the 20-minute mark. Let's get to the Cavs. They're in action right now as we speak, playing the Orlando Magic. I almost called them the Orlando Miracle. I've got the WNBA on my mind.
You caught yourself.
Only game I ever missed against the Orlando Miracle. But the Cavs, they're in action right now against the Magic. Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero and those characters. Cavs have owned them this year pretty much. So
say what you want, but
tonight will probably go bad.
That's just a great name. I love the name Paolo Banchero. Love it. It's just a great name.
I thought it was Pablo.
Oh, when he first came out?
I didn't realize it was not Pablo until the fourth quarter of the first game I watched him play against the Cavs. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's no B in there? It's just Paulo? I had to go back and fix a lot of I called him Pablo. Yeah. So I'm just not good with names sometimes. Okay.
It's easy for me. My shout out to my brother Paolo Cabasino. He lives in Italy. Actually lives in Switzerland from Italy, and love him to death. And
you have a brother?
Not a real brother. He
okay.
he was actually he was a foreign exchange student when I was 16. So
very cool.
25 years ago.
God.
And we have literally, me and him used to buy international cards and talk on the phone, and then
that is very cool.
Over time, it got easier for us to keep in. It got easier through phones and FaceTime, and we talk almost every day. It's been 25 years. He's literally like blood to me. I couldn't love him.
He's in Italy, right?
Yeah, born and raised in Italy, and then
Italy and the United States have a very good foreign exchange program because we did the same thing.
Yeah, they do. And now he's wildly successful and lives in about 25 miles north of Italy in Switzerland.
Wow, Switzerland's something. I can't imagine. I wouldn't mind going there, but I feel like the beauty of it would almost be overwhelming. You know what I mean?
He walks around his city and like shows me where his house is like up on this like almost it's up on like this hill overlooking this beautiful small town with this like massive 400-year-old church in the center of it. So
he doesn't live in a house, Joey. He lives in a chateau or a villa.
He lives in it's like a villa. Yeah,
yes.
But where he lives, it's unbelievably beautiful. Like just an amazing town.
I only know these names. Us common people don't use those names. I only know them from watching soap operas. But
Telenovelas.
Yeah, those are ridiculous. I wish
know.
in Spanish because they're so dramatic if you turn them on.
I don't even have to. It's like you can watch it and know what's going on without understanding what
who the villain is.
Yeah.
And somebody always gets slapped in the face. It's beautiful. We are way off track.
Yeah. Speaking of the Cavs, they're playing the Magic right now, but they are.
They went 3-0 last week. In Milwaukee, always a tough place for them. Historically, a tough place for them.
Big game for Evan.
They were like 39 games under 500 there.
Big game for Evan Mobley.
Yeah.
I believe what he had 29 points, 17 rebounds.
Something like that. Yeah, it was a very good game. And then they beat the Bulls.
Another big game for Mobley that night too.
Yeah. And then against New Orleans, Jim Harden had a good game.
James Harden? Oh, you said Jim Harden. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Okay. Jimmy
Donovan Mitchell had a good game too.
Harden.
Harden's been he's been the constant through all these games. He just,
Yeah, I've seen people complain about him though.
Well,
people are never happy, Joey.
I can't. You know what? And we talked about this. I want to say it was either last week or 2 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks ago. When you have a winning franchise like the Cleveland Cavaliers, you can take risks by trading a player like Darius Garland to go out and get another superstar to help you win now.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what winning franchises do.
Clevelanders spend the summer, and they're the same fan base, basically. They spend the summer bitching that the Guardians don't take that chance. Okay? When the Cavs do take that chance, what do? They bitch.
I thought that winning a championship would have calmed fans down, and it has actually just gotten worse.
I'm telling you, they're going to. If they win the title this year, they're going to bitch after the day after. You can't win 2 in a row with this team. You got to trade Mobley for Giannis. Oh, you got that. That crap is driving me insane. And who knows? It might happen. I don't know.
Also, for the record, supposedly, and this is just what the rumor mill. That was what the Bucks wanted in exchange for Giannis was Evan Mobley, and the Cavs would not do it.
I mean, you always hear these things. I don't know. I'm not going to believe any of that unless Mary Kay Cabot tweets it, and then I know it's true.
It's 100% true.
You know it. And I love when something happens now, and she, right after it happens, contract is signed or something. As I reported first, like, what are you, 7? My God.
Well, that's why I love
There is no Cavs writer. There's nobody in the Cavs media group that's like that. There just isn't.
That's why I miss Woj, because him and Shams had a nice thing going for like 2 years, where it was who was going to get to it first, and then you had the Woj bombs would come out.
I don't know how they. I don't think these guys sleep.
I don't. Oh God, I don't either. They are on their phone. I've seen some of these guys on their show, and they're on their phone while they're on their show.
Oh, I know. I've seen.
Like, I mean, I've done that on this show.
On
like
Sunday
looking
mornings,
something
Adam
up.
Schefter. It's funny to watch
Oh,
him.
yeah.
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 And Adam Schefter, he learned everything from Chris Mortensen. And his picture, I think on Twitter, I think it's still on Twitter. And I think on Facebook too, is him and Chris Mortensen. And he really respected him quite a bit, but there's a story behind Adam Schefter that a lot of people don't know. That Adam Schefter, his wife, he met in, I think, like 2002 or 3, and she had a young son, and he's adopted him since they got married. But his wife is a 9/11 widow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Her husband was a fireman, and and they told the story one day on NFL, the pregame show on ESPN, and it's quite a story. And
Schefter seems like a good guy.
He's something. Yeah, he just posted something about his dog. His dog passed away last week.
Oh.
And and he. I
always feel like I'm sadder when dogs pass away than when people pass away.
Sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I've made it very clear to people in my life, and I've told you and pretty much everybody that knows me that my dad and I had a terrible relationship. He wasn't a real nice guy. Mm-hmm. And honestly, a year after he passed away, our pit bull died, our Eli. Mm-hmm. And I absolutely was more sad.
Sometimes that's just the way it is.
Yes, I was absolutely more sad. Like, I remember crying at work the next day. And the guys understood, because the dog, what does a dog ever do to you that's mean?
I had a basset hound. He was 13. His name was Mike. And he was just like the greatest dog on the planet. And he passed away about 5 years ago. And it was the saddest day, I think, of my life. And I remember I got his paw print before he passed. I had his paw print made, and like as they would put like right after they put him down, I went to the tattoo shop and got his paw print tattooed on my arm because I was like, I need to feel some type of pain right here because I never felt that way when a person died. I'm like, well, oh well.
when we had to put Eli to sleep because he ate a sock, it was on Valentine's Day in 2015, and it was brutal. I remember sitting on the floor of the vet with him when they gave him the shots, holding him and just crying like a baby.
Is that why we love Moondog so much?
Maybe. I just love dogs. I do. I've always loved dogs. I mean, and big dogs too. Like they're the best dogs. You know, they just
we got
all they want to do is be your friend.
Yeah, I got a 1-year-old golden retriever now, and he's just a big, dumb, lovable idiot.
Golden retrievers, man, those dogs. Yeah,
just a good family dog.
So the Cavs too. We've got they play again tomorrow on Wednesday night against the Heat at Rocket Arena. I will not be in attendance. I have we have a scrimmage for baseball, and then I have bowling awards night.
Hopefully, Bam Adebayo doesn't go off for 90.
Yeah, 32 the other night. Like 32 and 21 or something.
He's playing some phenomenal basketball right now.
He can keep playing that phenomenal basketball when he faces JB Bickerstaff in the first round. Yeah, because JB Bickerstaff will not be able to stop him because he'll try to outsmart Eric Spoelstra, and it will backfire worse than a car that's low on oil.
Spoelstra, he's a great coach, had a great mentor, and man, I mean, you give him, someone like Adebayo, who people just don't give that guy enough credit. I mean, he literally can play the 4, the 5, and if you needed him to, he could play the 3. I mean, he's skilled.
Back to the Spoelstra Bickerstaff thing. There's one difference between JB Bickerstaff and Eric Spoelstra.
I'm sure I know there's more than one, but go ahead.
Eric Spoelstra is a great coach. JB Bickerstaff thinks he's a great coach.
You know what? I refuse to rip JB Bickerstaff as much as others. I think he's a great coach of young talent.
Well, I don't like anyone that talks down to you.
I never had I think that's the difference. Is I never had a personal experience with Bickerstaff.
The guys who were around him every day, the reporters, jeez. Oh, they don't. Yeah. They are so hoping that the Cavs face them in the playoffs. After the Cavs beat the Knicks, and then they were going to play the Pistons next. A writer who covered them for a lot of years, who's now semi-retired, tweeted, "Cannot wait for the second round Pistons-Cavs matchup." Yeah, and it's because what's going to happen. JB Bickerstaff, JB Bickerstaff as an NBA coach is like Aaron Judge is in the playoff WBC.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to reiterate, the players though. I can't. Some of the players are not on the team anymore, but a few years ago when we were able to actually talk to the players at media day, personal interviews. Evan Mobley, just unbelievably nice.
God, the players! Are you kidding me?
J.A. crazy nice.
The players are the nicest.
Oh my! You want to know what one of the best interactions I had was with Donovan Mitchell. Because I was trying to get a quick interview with Donovan Mitchell, but he had his time all. So he's like, give me like 10 minutes. I gotta go do this interview. And if I have any time, I'll come back and I'll do the interview. And I'm like, okay, I'll probably not see him. He literally after 10 minutes, he runs back and he goes, my guy says, I don't have time. He goes, I'm really, really sorry.
So you were he was going to interview when he ran back and he tripped and fell and missed like 5 games because you. So that's how he got hurt.
No,
that was
no, but he didn't.
Kind of what they have.
He didn't have to run back and let me know. I mean, he gave me a dab and dap and
he's a good guy.
They
all are.
Even small gestures like that, he didn't have to come back. He had a million interviews to do,
but
he came back.
Guys.
Oh yeah.
And even Darius Garland is a great guy. He's a great guy, and that's the worst part about sports is when guys get traded or they're good people and they don't fit. But and that's what sucks. And a lot of sports talk show hosts, and they don't see the personal side of it. And I always do. I always do.
It's rare when you get a team and it's almost, I mean, no one is a jerk. No one thinks they're above anyone else. That is very rare. You're right. They will, they'll talk to anyone. They're just having fun. And, to have that on the Cavs is fantastic.
It's no coincidence that the two teams that play right across from each other have that mentality, both of them.
And speaking of the team that plays across from them.
Yeah. So
we guess
let's finish this. Like I said, they play the Heat the next 2 games, Wednesday and then Friday. Hand gestures like I'm Italian, but I'm not.
I am.
You are. And then they start a West Coast trip. I believe it's 3 games. They go to Utah to play the Jazz next Monday.
I want to go there. I want to go to Salt Lake City. I hear it's nice.
Oh, too. Can you imagine what it must look like? With those mountains all around it and everything.
That's why I want to go there.
I know. It's just like that place must be really something. I want to go on a West Coast trip with them one of these times. I'm aiming for next year, maybe.
That would be fun.
When they go to LA. I want to see the Capitol Records building.
No, thank you to LA, but anywhere else.
I want to see the Capitol Records building.
I had a layover
in a cool looking building.
I had a layover in LA once. It's the closest I ever got to LA, and I didn't like it.
Oh, okay. And I wouldn't mind going like on those and be stunned by the prices. Go on Rodeo Drive.
Rodeo Drive, yeah.
But I'm a comedy, so I call it rodeo.
Rodeo Drive's in Texas.
But so that's one of my things. I want to go on a Western Coast trip. So we're done with the Cavs. We're gonna talk 22. We're probably gonna talk about 20 minutes about the Guardians. I have 0 notes here, Joey. I'm woefully unprepared for this show tonight. But you seem to have some information. I mean, I know stuff. I know guys who didn't make the team. I know the guys who made the team. I'm just going to say this to start, Joey. Jesus, they made decisions that you and I agree with,
which is unbelievable.
I know, because we were pretty much ripping them and thinking that we knew what they were going to do. But it's not all. It's just because they made these right roster decisions.
Right. Are you voguing like Madonna right now?
Yeah. Don't even. Let's not even try that. Oh my God. Dave Glazer and I rapping in the press box at Classic Park.
How dare you?
Picture that. Yeah. But
you want me to give the roster thus far?
Well, let's just say this because we've never talked about it since I think this is our 12th show.
Okay.
We've never talked about, and I hope they don't do it this year. The roster looks good, and we'll get to that. I just hope they don't platoon, Joey.
Oh, God.
We haven't talked about that at all.
Haven't talked about it, and I absolutely can't stand it.
I know. We haven't let people know how much that bothers us.
I loathe platooning more than anything on this planet when it comes to the Cleveland Guardians.
I do too.
Give these young bucks a shot to get into a rhythm. Give DeLauder, give Valera, if he's healthy,
he will be
a shot.
I think it's a week or two out. Yeah.
Manzardo.
Yes.
I mean, all they've done is
Reese Hoskins seems to be okay though.
Reese Hoskins is
he's going to strike out a lot. We know that.
He can strike out as much as he wants if he hits 30 homers.
But let's go. Let's do this roster, Joey.
So at the catchers,
let's say the two things that we know. Well, let's just say we know Valera and Gaddis are going to start out on the IL.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And also, I believe
start with the position.
They do have 2 roster slots still to fill as well. 1 or 2, I believe. Mm-hmm. So a catcher, they have 3 catchers, technically 2, but 3. Bo Naylor, Austin Hedges, and David Fry. And David Fry obviously can play multiple positions other than catcher. He is kind of like an emergency catcher if they really need it. First base is Kyle Manzardo and Reese Hoskins, which I think Reese Hoskins was a phenomenal pickup. Great value, especially when you look at someone like Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper was pleading to for his team to re-sign him, and the Guardians got him. Second base is Brian.
He wanted Philadelphia to get him back.
Yeah, he was pleading. He was pleading with Philly to re-sign. He put it out there on social media. He wanted him to re-sign Reese Hoskins. Yeah. Okay. Second base is Brian Rocchio. Shortstop Gabriel Arias. Third base Jose Ramirez.
He's good.
He's all right. Or as we have dubbed him on the show, the statue.
Mm-hmm. The statue.
The outfielders, Steven Kwan, Angel Martinez.
Steven Kwan's going to be center field.
I believe so. Chase DeLauder and CJ Kafis.
Sounds like right field every day for DeLauder right now.
Could move him to left.
Kafis and Martinez in left. One of them will probably go down.
And Martinez can play shortstop as well if needed.
Yeah. And he can play second. But I think one of those two, Martinez or Kafis, goes down when Valera's healthy.
Yeah, I can see Martinez possibly going down.
Yeah, I think Martinez more than
probably
Kafis, because I think Kafis would have proved himself.
You also have to remember that
last night in the game against the Diamondbacks, DeLauder homered again.
He's got some pop in his bat now.
He sure does, doesn't he?
It's funny because you look at his stats and he was never a home run hitter, but man, is he really hitting the crap out of the ball now?
Oh, I think it was just getting comfortable because he is definitely a home run hitter. You look at him.
Well, he's 6'4".
My God,
he's 6'4", 225. I mean,
sometimes you just know looking at a guy, right, Joey?
Well, sometimes you don't realize how big these guys are until you're standing next to them.
But it's not even that so much. Like with him, it was I hadn't seen him play. I'm not covering Lake County anymore, so I never saw him play. I don't think he ever played at Lake County. But
no.
So
I did get a chance to see him at Akron. And he's a big dude. I didn't
see him until he stepped in the playoff in the batter's box in the playoffs. And I'm like, oh my God.
When the pitcher's on the mound and
this guy is going to be a great major leaguer.
Well, it's also, you realize how big some of these guys are when you can see you could tell Jose's a smaller guy.
And it's not even that. So it's not the big, it's not the size with him.
No. I'm talking
comfortable in the box.
Oh yeah. No,
he's been there 10 years.
I'm just talking about sheer size. I mean, because size has nothing to do with it. I'm just saying I didn't realize how big DeLauder was until he's standing in that box and you got the pitcher on the mound and he's staring the pitcher dead in the eyes, level. You're like, holy crap, this guy's a big guy. But when DeLauder steps into the plate, he just looks like he's been there for years. I think we might be having a little bit of trouble here. I said we may have some technical difficulty. See, I'm not sure if you're going to hear me talking or if you're going to hear Tim talking, because I don't know where this is getting caught up at. But to round out, the bench utility is Daniel Schneemann. Great utility guy. Had a good season last year. Starting pitchers, Tanner Bybee, Gavin Williams, Slade, I like to call him Ciccone.
Look,
I hear Tim.
looks like we're back.
I was talking.
Looks like Joey is there. Joey, we're just we disconnected. I don't know what the heck's going on.
I moved down a little bit. I said, you got the bench utility is Daniel Schneemann. Had a great year last year. Can really play kind of anywhere, but third, second, short. Starting pitchers: Tanner Bybee, Gavin Williams. We knew that was going to happen. Slade
Ciccone.
Ciccone. I just said I like to call him. I'm going to call him Ciccone.
You stopped. You were like, okay, take this.
No, I'm going to call him. I'm just going to call him Ciccone.
Oh, year. Look, it's no. Oh, don't call him Ciccone.
Okay.
PJ Ziegler. I don't mind naming names. He does it all the time, and I think he does it on purpose still, because he used to call Jetty Osmond Chetty.
Oh, I think we talked about this last week. Yeah. But you got Slade Ciccone.
Because I don't want to get into it too much.
Joey Cantillo and Parker Messick. Those are starting five pitchers.
Messick in my pitching league.
Right before we came on air.
Mm-hmm.
And then your relief pitchers, Cade Smith, Sean Armstrong, Eric Zabrowski, Matt Festa, Tim Herron, Colin Holderman, Connor Brogdon, Peyton Pallett, and Hunter Gaddis.
Well, not Hunter Gaddis, because he's not going to be on the roster. He'll be on the IL.
But he will as soon as he is.
Well, but Connor Brogdon and Pallett, I believe, are one of those two is going to be gone when he comes
I believe Pallett was a Rule 5 draft.
Rule 5, okay. So Brogdon will probably be the odd man out, I would, or Holderman. Whoever doesn't pitch
one
well.
of them.
One of them won't pitch well. You know how it is.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. And it's not that they're not good. I mean, somebody always has a bad start in a reliever in the bullpen that's almost unwatchable. You know what I mean?
Right.
Every team has one every year, and it's like, oh my God, they're bringing him in.
And don't forget that those are position players. That does not include the batting order, which will have a DH. So, but
yes. I think that's going to be Hoskins and Manzardo most nights.
And
maybe with Valera, maybe he'll DH a little early since he's,
I'm thinking. I mean, if Valera, when Valera first comes back, I think he might be DH. And then when he gets healthy, I think you move to Lauder to left, Quan in center, and Valera in right.
I don't know. They seem to like the Lauder in right. Valera can play any outfield position, left or right. He's fine.
I don't want him
in center much, but
I don't want him where the ball gets hit most. So I think right would be good for him.
Why? He's a fine fielder.
Because
I'll tell you what.
I history of injuries.
I wrote that article saying that he could be the next Manny Ramirez. But I'll tell you one thing. He's definitely a better fielder than Manny Ramirez.
Well, I'm a better fielder than Manny Ramirez.
Well, yeah, it's not that hard. The ninth pick in the 2033 draft is probably a better probably a better outfielder than Manny Ramirez, right? I mean, it wasn't good.
Even if it's a pitcher.
Manny being Manny.
And I love Manny Ramirez. Planet Man Ram.
Oh, I do too.
I love Manny Ramirez. We're not we make fun of the ones that we love. And then we rip on the ones that we don't. But man, anytime someone says to me like Manny Ramirez or Jim Thome, like my brain just immediately goes to those mid-90s teams.
Did I tell you that? Did I ever tell you that story? My friend Ed Sivnaska, who is the pitching coach for Wycliffe, when they used to have CABA at Euclid High School, where teams would come in all over the country in the summer, and it was the high school World Series, basically. He gave up a home run to Manny Ramirez. And as he likes to say, the home run is still flying.
No shame in that.
It almost went to the pool. I'm telling you, Joey, the pool at Memorial Park has got to be 200 feet behind the fence.
So he hit it 9,000 feet.
He probably hit it over 500.
He hit a plane. He hit a plane taking off from Hopkins.
Richmond Heights Airport. Yeah. From
Lake County Airport. Yeah.
So, but
I
like this lineup. I like this roster.
They made
I saw someone tweet today that this might be their best roster since 2017.
You know what? And the one thing that me and you cannot do is complain, because every person that we talked about that we were hoping was not going to make the opening day roster did not make it. The guys that we wanted to make it, every single one made it. I mean, It was like I'm pretty sure they were listening to the show and they were like, you know what? These guys are probably right.
Yeah.
Like they're like Tim.
Listening.
Yeah, they're like Tim and Joey. Obviously, they're right. So we got to make it.
They were like, look, Tim covered minor league ball for 20 years, so he knows. Joey covered it for like a year, so he knows too. That's 21 years combined. They know what they're talking about.
That's like someone having an Oscar and saying that between the two of us, we have an Oscar.
Well, or no, that's like the Aaron brothers have like 800 home runs. Tommy had like 45. Hank had 755.
Right.
That's kind of what it's like. But so I don't know. I'm very happy with the I had no idea about Nolan Jones until you texted me.
Oh, the minute it happened, I was like, oh my God, can you believe it?
Did you watch the news at all on was that Friday?
I do not watch the news because So
you didn't hear about that car accident on 271?
No.
Oh, that was me running into the bridge when you told me about Nolan Jones.
Oh, okay.
I was so happy. That's what happens when you take both hands off the steering wheel. Look, I feel bad for Nolan Jones.
No, you don't. Come on.
No, I do. I feel bad. Look, this is his job.
I would feel bad.
I lost jobs, Joey.
No.
I know what it feels like.
I would feel bad if he didn't have a job. He gets to go to the ballpark in Columbus every day and play baseball for a living.
How long will it go? You know what I mean?
That's up to him. That's up to him. That is up to Nolan Jones.
No, it's not really. Once you get like in that position, it's very hard to get back. It is.
Well, they're giving him
4 years in the big leagues now.
Well, you know what? They're giving him a better shot than they did with John Kenzie Noel.
Well, they screwed John Kenzie Noel and Oscar.
That's who I feel sorry for.
I mean, and that goes back decades. They screwed over Carl Pagel.
Uh-oh, do we lose you again? We lost him again. Another casualty of the
on the stream.
You completely paused.
You're like, who the hell's Carl Pagel? He is Mike Pagel's brother.
No, I didn't ask that because
I know Carl Pagel would hit like. No, I know you didn't ask it, but I'm acting like you did.
Oh.
Carl Pagel was a spring training legend for the Indians. Back when like Kevin Romberg was in the organization and those guys. Okay. Mm-hmm. And Carl Pagel, I honestly think, I could be wrong, but I honestly think one spring training, he hit close to 700 and they sent him to AAA.
Sounds about on par for.
And they were terrible. It's like, what are you doing? You can give this guy a chance. Like, my God, you're one of the worst teams in baseball. Give the guy a shot. But they did give Louis Medina a shot. You know who Louis Medina is?
I do not know who Louis Medina is.
Yeah, I know. Of course you know. Funky Cole Medina. God.
Well, we were talking about Nolan Jones, and they traded Carter Kieboom for cash.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, How much time have we spent on shows talking about Nolan Jones not being able to hit, and why the hell would they get Carter Kaiboom?
Why?
And obviously they were listening to us because Nolan Jones is in AAA and Carter Kaiboom is on another team.
Doesn't it feel like the philosophy has kind of changed, Joey?
Yes, but it honestly feels like they watch the show.
Well, yeah, I think you're right. I do. I think you're right. But I also think by this time next week, we're going to know if it changed because they're going to have played, 4 games, 5 games, and we'll see if the platooning is if it starts at that early, then we're screwed. It's the same thing.
You're just going to see 2 red faces getting ready to explode.
Oh my God, yes,
when it happens.
Yeah, I might be like this kid I saw in a video the other day. The dumbest thing I ever saw, Joey. Either you or Tommy followed all of these fight videos on the Sentinel Twitter.
Definitely wasn't me.
Okay, it must have been Tommy. Every single time I go on there to tag things for the show, I get caught up watching these damn videos. Oh my God. I watched this one the other night, this stupid teenage kid. I don't know, what is wrong with teenagers? They're so dumb. One of his friends pours gasoline on him.
Oh my God.
He lights himself with a lighter and jumps in the water.
The only fight video that I've ever watched on the Sentinel Twitter.
But I might do that if they're platooning next week. I might.
Oh yeah. The only fight video I think I've ever watched on the Sentinel was Jose Ramirez knocking out Tim Anderson.
Well, that's a good one. Yeah. So, but yeah, I get addicted to them. It takes me 5 minutes to do the tagging, and I'm here 45 minutes later. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't watch fight videos.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous.
Well, we got 3 minutes. You want to give me 2 minutes to cover the Browns real quick?
Well, how about let's give our prediction for record for the team and finish their. What do you think their record will be and where will they finish?
I'm going to go 93. What would that be? 93 and 50. Nope. 93 and 60.
93 and 69.
Yep. There we go.
And what place?
They're going to win the AL Central.
Okay. I'm going to go 97 and 65. And I don't think they're just going to win. I think they're going to run away with it. I think Detroit gets a wild card and maybe Kansas City because it is the best division in baseball.
It is.
But, yeah. And so, yeah, 97 and 65. But, Joey, we got 2 minutes here for you to give some Browns news.
Might only need 60 seconds. Ready? Let's see if we can do it. I'm going to wait until it hits 58 minutes. Ready? Here we go.
There we go.
Nothing happened. I'm sick and tired of hearing about the NFL draft because we're going to be covering it here very, very soon. Stop putting Caden Proctor in at the number 24 pick. He is not going to be – he should not be a Brown because he got his ass kicked in the SEC against the best – the best competition. I put that in air quotes.
Yeah, it's fake.
I think they should draft best player available, which just might be Carnell Tate. 3 hours of shows.
Yeah, I know.
That is all they talked about. Stop putting Caden Proctor at 24. Let's see where the board falls as we get closer, as we hear more. And until then, nothing else has happened. The Guardians are about to start. The Cavs are in season right now. Nothing is going on with the Browns until the draft. And I am finished. Less than 60 seconds. Speaking
of Carnell Lake, this is a very quick story. So one of the kids on the baseball team.
Wait, hang on. Speaking of who?
Did I say Carnell?
You said Carnell Lake. And you froze with 45 seconds left.
Really fun. People are going to enjoy this. No. So this kid asks me, are they going to draft a kid on the baseball team? Are they going to draft Carnell Tate? And I was like, I always think of Carnell Lake, who played for the Steelers. And I was like, yeah, I look like such an idiot. I said, yeah, they do need, even though they need offense, they should draft some defense. And he's looking at me like, what are you talking about? And then I told him how I get the two mixed up. But I think that's going to be it for tonight. So until next week, I'm Tim Shire.
I'm Joe Schneider.
And we will be back next week to complain some more.